Hello traveler adventurers, welcome back to the channel. Picture stepping onto Barcelona's sun-drenched pavement, the soft sea breeze carrying hints of salt and paella. Here in Catalonia's vibrant capital, the past and future collide in dreamy modernist buildings, labyrinthine Gothic alleys, and a culture that pulses with purpose. Born as a Roman settlement over 2 millennia ago, Barcelona grew into Catalonia's proud capital. It fell under Moorish rule from 711–801 AD. Whispers of which still linger in certain structures. Centuries later, explorers like Columbus returned here, turning the city into a historical crossroads. This layered heritage set the stage for a bold, independent spirit that thrives to this day. Why do travelers from every corner of the world fall under Barcelona's spell? It's the city's irresistible blend of visual wonder, cultural depth, and electric atmosphere. From its surreal, storybook architecture thanks to the genius of Antoni Gaudí, to its golden Mediterranean beaches perfect for sun-soaked relaxation, Barcelona offers something for every kind of explorer. Its year-round calendar of lively festivals like La Merce and St. Jordi's Day fills the streets with music, dance and tradition, while world-class museums and galleries celebrate artistic legends like Picasso and Miro. Foodies come for the legendary tapas bars, fresh seafood, and the sparkling local cava. And then there's the nightlife. Pulsing beach clubs, rooftop lounges and hidden jazz bars that keep the rhythm going until sunrise. The vibrant street life, from human towers in plazas to spontaneous flamenco performances, makes the city feel alive in every sense. Sports fans make pilgrimages to Camp Nou, home to FC Barcelona, one of football's most iconic clubs. Add to that the city's warm, laid-back Mediterranean spirit, excellent public transportation, and its reputation as a digital nomad hub, and you've got a destination that truly has it all. Let's step into the soul of Barcelona and explore it piece by piece, as if we're unfolding a living canvas, each neighborhood, landmark, and hidden corner revealing a new splash of color on the city's masterpiece. With every turn down a cobbled alley or gaze upward at a mosaic-covered facade, we add another layer to the rich, ever-evolving portrait that is Barcelona. This isn't just sightseeing. It's an immersive journey through history, art, flavor, and emotion, where every stop deepens our connection to the city's unique rhythm and spirit. In this video, we'll uncover 20 of Barcelona's most captivating sights and experiences that are absolutely worth your time. Begin your journey in the Barri Gòtic, the ancient heart of Barcelona. These narrow, winding alleyways feel like stepping back in time. The Gothic quarter is a living museum, its stone walls echoing with the footsteps of Romans, kings, and artists. As you wander beneath arched passageways and past hidden courtyards, you'll stumble upon centuries-old cathedrals, boutique shops tucked into medieval buildings, and the hauntingly beautiful Plaça del Rei, where Christopher Columbus once stood before the Catholic monarchs. Every weathered wall seems to whisper a forgotten secret, inviting you deeper into the city's soul. Just a few steps away, you'll emerge onto La Rambla, Barcelona's most famous boulevard, a place where the city breathes in full color. Stretching from Plaça de Catalunya down to the Columbus Monument at Port Vell, La Rambla is more than just a street, it's a vibrant stage. Walk beneath tall sycamore trees as the city performs around you. Flower vendors, musicians, living statues, and spontaneous parades. Cafes spill onto sidewalks, local artists sketch portraits, and the scent of roasted chestnuts or fresh churros drifts through the air. Whether it's your first visit or your 10th, La Rambla always has something new to offer. Tucked just off La Rambla through a small archway, Mercat de Sant Josep de la Boqueria, better known as La Boqueria, is a sensory explosion. This iconic food market has served locals since the 13th century and remains a favorite for chefs and tourists alike. Wander past rainbow-colored fruit stalls, fresh seafood laid on ice, wheels of manchego cheese, and counters serving mouth-watering tapas. You can sip fresh juices, sample Iberian jamón, or grab a seat at a market bar for a hot plate of grilled squid or croquetas. It's not just a market, it's a flavorful immersion into Barcelona's culinary soul. Head north along Passeig de Gràcia, and your eyes will be drawn to the whimsical wonder of Casa Batlló, one of Antoni Gaudí's most iconic creations. The building's surreal, skeletal facade, curving balconies and shimmering mosaics, makes it look like a creature out of a dream. The colors shift in the sunlight, like the scales of a dragon, and the tiled rooftop is said to represent St. George's legendary slaying of the dragon, a nod to Catalan heritage. Inside, light dances through stained glass and every stair, ceiling and doorframe flows like waves. It's a masterpiece not just of architecture, but of imagination. Just a short stroll up the avenue stands Casa Mila, affectionately called La Pedrera, or the Stone Quarry, for its rugged, wave-like stone facade. Another of Gaudí's masterpieces, this building rejected the straight line entirely. Designed as a residential block, it defied architectural norms of the early 20th century, with its organic shapes, hidden structural innovations, and wrought iron balconies that resemble seaweed or vines. The rooftop, one of the most surreal in the city, is a sculptural landscape of twisting chimneys, often said to have inspired the look of Star Wars stormtroopers. It's not just a home, it's a living piece of art, and a UNESCO World Heritage Site to boot. No journey through Barcelona is complete without witnessing the sheer wonder of the Basílica de la Sagrada Família. Towering above the city like something out of a surreal fairy tale, this world-famous basilica has been under construction since 1882, and still isn't finished. The work of Antoni Gaudí dominates its fantastical design, which blends Gothic and Art Nouveau elements into a structure that feels alive. Its facades are covered in intricate biblical scenes. Its interiors are bathed in color from kaleidoscopic stained glass. Inside, tall columns branch like trees toward the ceiling, creating a forest of stone and light. Gaudí once said he was in no hurry, because my client is not in a hurry, and when you stand beneath those soaring arches, you understand why. High on Carmel Hill sits the whimsical and colorful Park Güell, another of Gaudí's masterpieces, and one that feels like a playground designed by a genius dreamer. Originally planned as a housing development, the project became a sprawling public park full of quirky art and architectural surprises. At its heart lies a serpentine mosaic bench that wraps around a grand terrace, offering sweeping views over Barcelona. Nearby, you'll find the famous lizard sculpture, lovingly nicknamed El Drac. Pathways curve through lush gardens, gingerbread-like buildings dot the entrance, and hidden symbols of Catalan folklore are embedded throughout. It's not just a park, it's a magical escape from the ordinary. For a panoramic thrill, head up to Tibidabo, the mountain that looms behind the city. Here, you'll find one of Europe's oldest amusement parks, Parc d'Attractions Tibidabo, where vintage rides meet spectacular views. Ride the iconic red plane that circles above the hilltop, or take a spin on the classic carousel with Barcelona sprawled beneath you. Just next door, the Temple Expiatori del Sagrat Cor, a neo-Gothic basilica topped with a bronze statue of Christ, sits like a beacon above the skyline. Whether you're up for fun or reflection, Tibidabo offers a breathtaking escape from the busy city streets. Opposite Tibidabo, Montjuic rises above the harbor with a very different kind of beauty, historic, cultural, and green. Begin at the Montjuic Castle, a 17th-century fortress, with panoramic sea views and a dramatic past. Then, wander through sprawling gardens like the Jardins de Jean Maragall, or explore the artistic treasures inside the Museu Nacional d'Art de Catalunya (MNAC). Come evening, the magic fountain of Montjuic springs to life, offering a dazzling display of light, color, music and water choreography that dates back to the 1929 World Exposition. It's a true feast for the senses. Descend from Montjuic to the coastline, where the once neglected Port Vell has transformed into a sleek marina and leisure zone. Elegant yachts bob in the water beside palm-lined promenades, and the Rambla del Mar, a wooden swing bridge, stretches out like an arm into the harbor. Nearby you'll find the Barcelona Aquarium, the Mare Magnum shopping center, and plenty of spots to sip sangria with sea views. It's the perfect place to relax and soak in the city's maritime charm, especially as the sun dips into the Mediterranean. To feel the heartbeat of Barcelona, step into the legendary Camp Nou, home to FC Barcelona. With a capacity of nearly 100,000, it's the largest stadium in Europe, and one of the most iconic in the world. Even if you're not a football fanatic, the energy here is electric. Take the stadium tour, walk through the trophy room filled with decades of football glory, and relive historic matches through interactive exhibits. Barca isn't just a team, it's a symbol of Catalan pride. When match day arrives, the entire city feels it. Tucked into the elegant medieval mansions of El Born, the Museu Picasso houses one of the most extensive collections of Pablo Picasso's early work. What makes this museum special isn't just the art, it's the story it tells. Here you'll see how a young Picasso was shaped by Barcelona, evolving from a gifted teenager into a revolutionary artist. Over 4,000 works are on display, including his famous Blue Period and his interpretation of Las Meninas. It's intimate, moving, and an essential stop for any art lover. High on Montjuic, the Fundació Joan Miró offers a completely different artistic vibe. The building itself is an architectural gem, and inside you'll find Miro's vibrant whimsical work, paintings, sculptures, tapestries, and installations that blur the line between play and genius. It's bright, bold, and a little surreal, just like the city itself. Tucked into a bustling side street of the Elborn neighborhood lies the Palau de la Música Catalana, a breathtaking concert hall that many overlook. But step inside, and you'll find a jewel of Catalan modernism. Designed by Lluís Domènech Fomontaner, this UNESCO World Heritage Site is covered in stained glass, floral sculptures and mosaic columns. The centerpiece: a massive stained glass skylight that floods the space with daylight. Whether you're watching flamenco, classical music, or a modern performance, the Palau makes every show unforgettable. Wander into Elborn, a bohemian maze of cobbled streets, boutique shops, and vibrant energy. Once home to medieval artisans, this neighborhood now hosts everything from indie galleries to artisan chocolatiers. At its heart lies the Elborn Cultural Center, where glass floors reveal ancient ruins beneath your feet. Around the corner, the breathtaking Santa Maria del Mar Cathedral stands tall, an architectural gem of Catalan Gothic design, built by the very hands of local fishermen and traders. Elborn is where old-world elegance meets modern creativity, offering cozy wine bars, experimental tapas, and a thriving nightlife scene tucked behind Gothic facades. On the opposite side of La Rambla, El Raval is Barcelona at its boldest. This once gritty district has transformed into a melting pot of cultures, flavors, and artistic expression. It's raw, real, and buzzing with life. Street art splashes across weathered walls, eclectic cafes spill onto the sidewalks, and unexpected treasures, like the contemporary art haven MACBA, Museum of Contemporary Art, appear just when you think you've seen it all. El Raval is where Barcelona's multicultural heartbeat pulses loudest, blending North African markets, Asian eateries, and classic Catalan taverns into one unforgettable experience. Craving a breath of fresh air? Head to the sprawling green lung of the city, Collserola Natural Park. Just minutes from downtown, this massive protected area offers hiking trails, quiet forests, and panoramic views that stretch from the sea to the Pyrenees. You can walk, cycle, or simply relax under a shady oak. Visit the Torre de Collserola, a sleek telecommunications tower with an observation deck perched 560 meters above sea level. It's the perfect place to escape the city buzz and reconnect with nature without ever truly leaving Barcelona. Back on Montjuic, one of the most curious and delightful attractions is Poble Español, a full-scale Spanish village built in 1929 to showcase the architectural styles of the country. Wander through replicas of charming Andalusian courtyards, Castilian plazas, and Galician townhouses, all in one place. Beyond just architecture, it's a cultural hub. Artisan workshops, traditional craft stores, flamenco shows, and open-air art installations. It's a fun, family-friendly way to travel Spain without leaving Barcelona. After all that walking and sightseeing, it's time to kick off your shoes and head to the beach. Barceloneta Beach, once home to the city's fishermen, is now a buzzing hub of sunbathers, volleyball players, street musicians, and surfers. You can rent a bike, sip cocktails at a beach bar, chiringuito, or grab some seafood paella with sea views. Just up the coast is Mar Bella, a more relaxed, slightly bohemian stretch, known for its friendly vibe, windsurfing spots, and a popular nudist area. For a unique and serene start to the day, try sunrise paddleboarding along the coast. As the first light spreads across the Mediterranean, you'll glide along calm waters with the city still asleep behind you. It's peaceful, magical, and offers a view of Barcelona that most tourists never see. Or if you're more adventurous, try parasailing, jet skiing, or a sailing cruise that lets you toast cava as you watch the skyline from the sea. No Barcelona experience is complete without diving headfirst into its legendary food scene. Start with a tapas crawl through local neighborhoods like El Clot or Gracia, hopping from bar to bar for bites of patatas bravas, pimientos de padrón, and bomba de Barcelona. Then, slip into Campechano, La Zampaneria, a tiny, chaotic, joyous cava bar, where locals and visitors clink glasses of sparkling Catalan wine, in a festive blur of conversation and sizzling sausages. Food in Barcelona isn't just about eating, it's about connection, celebration, and tradition shared plate by plate. The city's best times? Spring, visit it from April to June, and in autumn from September to October, perfect weather, blooming gardens, fewer tourists. Summer brings festivals, and heat above 30 degrees Celsius, plus crowded beaches. Winters are mild and quiet, with cozy holiday markets and no beach days. And here are some fun facts I bet you didn't know. Barcelona is the only city ever to win the Royal Gold Medal in architecture. How about that? Gaudí filled roofs with dragon scales, chimneys that look like stormtroopers and no straight walls. Spirit of an artist. The magic fountain blasts 170 feet high via 3,620 jets. Water becomes spectacle. Pure magic. The beach sand. Imported from Egypt post-1992 Olympics. Yes, that's right. Underground, one can still explore Civil War-era bomb shelters. More shelters than parks. Before you set off on your Barcelona adventure, a little preparation can go a long way in making your trip smoother and more enjoyable. Here are some insider tips to keep in mind. Book Sagrada Família and Park Güell tickets in advance. Lines can stretch for hours. Stick to spring/autumn weekdays to dodge weekend cruise crowds. Use metro, bike rentals, or comfy walking shoes to move around smartly. Watch for pickpockets, especially on La Rambla. Learn a few Catalan phrases. Simple kindness goes far. Embrace the siesta. Avoid midday sun. Return to streets as they glow golden. Keep some cash on hand. While credit cards are widely accepted, some smaller vendors, markets, or tapas bars may prefer cash. Having a few euros handy ensures you won't miss out on spontaneous treats. Respect local customs. Barcelona has a rich cultural identity, with Catalan traditions that locals are proud of. Be mindful of local etiquette, like greeting with a friendly bon dia, good day, and remember that mealtimes are usually later than in many other countries. Stay connected but unplug too. Use offline maps and apps to navigate easily, but don't forget to look up and enjoy the city around you. Sometimes the best moments happen when you put your phone away and simply soak in the atmosphere. So why do people return to Barcelona time and time again? Because it's a city that awakens all the senses. It invites you to slow down and savor, to wander without a map, to be surprised by the sound of street music echoing through stone alleys, or the taste of fresh calamari eaten with your toes in the sand. From the fantastical world of Gaudí to the gritty beauty of El Raval, from mountaintop churches to underground nightclubs, from world-class art to world-famous football, Barcelona is a city of contrast, creativity, and constant energy. Barcelona doesn't just invite you to visit, it insists you feel it. From Gothic mysteries to Gaudí's wild dreams, sunlit beaches to Catalan carver nights, every corner lives with history, art, flavor, and celebration. So unpack, wander, breathe, taste, and get ready to share your own Barcelona story, one you won't forget. If this journey brought you closer to Barcelona's magic, hit like, drop a comment on your must-see spot, and subscribe for more immersive travel tales. And remember, life is too short to skip the sangria, rush past the Ramblas, or miss a sunset over the Mediterranean. Thank you for watching.